Hello, this is Trevor. Today we're working on a JWT lab in PortSwigger's Web Security Academy. It is JWT authentication bypass via algorithm confusion with no exposed key. Let's see. Uses robust RSA, vulnerable to algorithm confusion, just like we did in the last one. We need to obtain the server's public key, but it's not exposed like it was last time. We need to do kind of the same thing, convert it probably to PEM. Let's see if that's true. Yep. And then access the admin, delete Carlos. We have our own credentials. So the hard part, so we've solved almost all of it. The hard part is going to be extracting the public key. I guess depending on how that goes, maybe getting it into PEM format will be difficult also. We also have it. They have this tool to help us. I don't know if that tool is here. Let's copy it. Oh, you know what? I forgot to reset. So give me just a second. Let me reset everything. All right. We are ready to go. So let's check out the lab. While this comes up, I'm almost done. I have 12 more left. So what do you want to see next? Please let me know. I'm interested to hear what you want to see. I can do more web app stuff. We can work on stuff like in Try Hack Me. I don't have a Hack the Box subscription, but if that's what you want, I can get that as well. Just let me know. So I'm just checking out the session. Let's grab that. Let's write our thing here. Copy link. I'm going to go here, Python utils, create script, paste the URL. That's going to write this. And I am going to copy and paste it. And then Vim JWT authentication bypass via algorithm confusion with no exposed key. So there's our template. Let's grab the cookie and look at that. Copy. Let's go to Chrome. I'll open up token.dev. We'll paste that here. So we've got a KID again, an RS-256, and then here's where we're going to override to get the administrator. Key confusion. Let's take a look. Where did they said they provided a simplified version. I don't know where that is. RJ. This president such as our SA sign to and get repository. Okay, standalone. There we go. Sweet. Okay. So I can tell you a couple things I don't like right now. One, I don't want to include Gumpy 2 in the library. We can use, so this is greatest common denominator. I can create a function, or I already have in the past for that. MPZ, this is like long, and cdiv, this is ceiling division. And we can create both of these. Ours won't be as fast because I think that's the advantage of the MPZ is that it's faster than using long, which is built in to Python. But that's okay. This doesn't require the speed, and we can create a ceiling division. No problem. ASCII. Crypto, I think we're going to need to install this library. Right on. Track me. And I don't know what that is. Let's see where ASN1 tools is used. It's used to compile a dir. We don't need that. Okay, so let's check out the basics for URLZ code. I kind of like what they did here. Part of it, decode. So they use URL safe in both encode and decode. Right on. Well, thanks for joining, Tyrion Rother. Appreciate it. Hopefully you find it useful. Okay, so I want to change mine a little bit to use URL safe decode like they do. Bytes to MPZ. Uh-oh. We can do long here. Int hexlify. That's part of bin ASCII. Okay. All right. Let's get. So we need to make some modifications to the JWT class. Right here, I told you decode part. This one. I don't use URL safe in the decode. I use it in the encode. So let's change that. URL safe. I don't think that'll cause any issues, but I like that better. We do things a little bit differently. So when you're decoding a base 64, JWT automatically strips the equal signs. In this, we're just adding 2 equal signs to everything and then decoding it. This won't matter. So it won't, if the base 64 doesn't need the equal signs, it'll decode without error. If it needs 1, it'll decode without error. If it needs 2, it'll decode without error. So this covers all scenarios just by adding on, 2 equal signs. Just so if you were curious, we need to find in this script, which was, let's actually put this in the Chrome. That's where I expected it to be. We need to do dir to pem. Oh, cool. We'll need that. Should we just use this library? I'm going to. I mean, and then we'll have to install a couple other things, but that's okay, I guess. So we'll just cd utils, and then I'll wget this file. And then we need, I'll go back up to JWT, cd JWT. Okay. And then I'm going to install a couple of those libraries. Let me go back. So it's so GMPY2, I am in a virtual environment. This is the virtual environment I'm using. So we'll just pip install GMPY2, pip install GMPY2, and then maybe if I fill up to it, I'll redo this. We need crypto. What is that? Is that Pi crypto? Pip or Pi crypto. I don't think it's Crypto Dome. I think it's Pi crypto. And then when we import it, delits doesn't. One of these, Pi Crypto Dome or Pi Crypto, one of these are older and I shouldn't use. And I don't remember which. Maybe it's Pi Crypto Dome I should use. I think we'll use almost. Oh, here it is for the old Pi Crypto library. Yeah, so I want to use Pi Crypto Dome. So pip install Pi Crypto Dome. I might as well pip install upgrade pip. The reason I know that it's PyCrypto Dome to use the crypto library that we saw here is just from experience. I recognized it. Everything else is ASN1 tools a built-in. I honestly don't know. Python. We're going to do import ASN1 tools. No. So control CD. Yes. Pip install ASN1 tools. Make sure I spelt that right. ASN1 tools. I did. Cool. So we should be all set now to use this as is. I don't like, we can't import it. We just have to call it, which is super lame. And then, and we give it two JWTs as the arguments. Let's change that. Let's put this in a main. And so we can import it. That's at least a good compromise, I would say. So let's open up JWT forgery. Holy moly. They have tons. When I write this, it's going to do a lot of changes. Let's do it. Cleaned it up a bunch. It can't find that one, that one. Bin ASCII from line 5. Oh, that's funny. They imported it twice. Whew. Okay. Let's go down to the here and define a main. So def main. We're going to do JWT 0, JWT 1. We're going to delete these, go here, and then all of this we're going to indent to that. So it's all part of JWT main. And now I can call that from in here, from our script. So let's find two JWTs. Let's get two JWTs and then we'll call it. We'll do from utils.jwt, what was it? Forgery import main. That's lame. Whatever. No, we can't have that because we already have a main. Let's call this forgery main. Again, don't use better names for anything you do. Forgery main. That's one of those don't do as I do things. All right, we need two JWTs. So let's use the code we did here to grab two. So we're going to do this original token twice. We're going to name one JWT 0. And then we're going to do this again and name this one JWT 1. Let's log.info JWT 0 and 1. Whoops. Okay. Do we have it in? There we go. Make sure we have two JWTs that are different. Two JWT keys and they are different. Sweet. Let's see. Let's call the forgery main with JWT 0, JWT 1. And what does this? Does it just print it? I think it does just print it. So we may need to do a little bit more modification. Oh, good. And we definitely need to fix some stuff. So in line 97, 97G, right here, has no attribute, EMSA. So let's look up PyCryptoDome signature. PyCryptoDome. We want signature dot this. What is this? PKS 115 sig scheme. What are we're looking for? Can we go to, that's not it. This. I signature office. Signature PS 1. Dang it, come on. PKS 1 underscore V1 underscore 5. No. Is that the issue? Is it one? Maybe something got updated? Yeah. It did. Sweet. So we just need to call this PKCS 1 underscore 15. Here, PKCS, and it's all lowercase, right? It is all lowercase. I hate PKCS 1 underscore. I hate how I can't remember anything for even 2 seconds. 1 underscore 15. 1 underscore 15. And this is from right here. PK, change word, PKCS 1 underscore 15. Let's try this. I expect we'll still get an error because if they change the name of this, they probably change the name of that. Has no, so EMSA encode. Control F. ESMA. It's probably just one of. Let me just copy this. 5. Paste that. PS15 cipher. Why did this hit on my search? My search was EMSA and then encode. EMSA. That's not there. Search this function. Let's just open a bunch of these. PKS encryption. We're just trying to figure out what this F. No. What this should be now. Because it looks like they changed some words. It's not anywhere. Awesome. Sweet. So we get to figure out what EMSAPS. Oh, maybe if I was not such a crayon eater, I would have saw that. EMSA. Let's try it. So I'm going to copy this, comment out that one, and put a underscore here, same here. Whoops. Why is this one, why are these undefined variable? These should be, change word, PKCS115. Same here. Okay. Was that the error? No. Damn it. 102 right here. Oh, crap. I forgot it. Oh, and I forgot to freaking... Oh, my gosh. My bad. Do you have the CISSP cert? I do, or at least I did. I let it lapse probably like 5 years ago. No such file or directory. Open line in parser compile. Yeah, it was tough. It's a tough cert to get, that's for sure. No such file or directory. pkcs1.asn. I do live in the US. Let's look at the... See if PKS1. I don't know what this is, but let's add it. Copy 3 wget that. Rerun our script. And we got another error. Awesome. No such file, x509. x509.asn. Yeah. 3 wget. Wait, it looks like it's running. It's working. It's trying to find the greatest common denominator. At least I imagine. GCD right here. Yeah, it's trying to find the greatest common denominator between the two keys. It's in this for loop, I believe. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's taken quite a bit of effort. Oh, it worked. So, what we do, now what do we do with this? I want to, let's see what, here are your JWTs. For J and JWTS, I want to, instead of printing those, I want to return these. And the reason we have 4 is because I believe it's the number. So I'm not super good with cryptography, but I believe that there are multiple options. So the RSA consists of a P and Q, and when multiplied, it equals N. And N is the number that we got when we... Oh, we don't have it. N is the public key number, if you remember from the last video, or the modulus number. And so there's multiple primes. I believe that's what it's saying. Multiple primes that could be multiplied together to get the same. Oh, here's the n right here. So this is the modulus. There's multiple prime numbers that could be multiplied together to get this number. And in our case, there is four combinations of P and Q that when multiplied would equal this n. So it prints out all four. So we need to figure out which one we want. I also don't want to just print it out. So I'm going to modify this to return the JWTs here, so that in here we could do JWTs equals, but we also want to change, well, whatever. This should have alg. Yeah, so this does change it from RSA to HS256. Let's try this. Does it? I wish it returned, instead of the JWTs, I wish it returned the N. Oh, it does have a PEM here too. LS. Ah, look. Oh, one is PKCS, one is 509. All right. So, instead of returning this, written to right here, where does it? Ah, right there. With PEM out, PEM out. So instead of writing these, dir to PEM public key. So instead of writing the public key, let's return those. So we have, instead of return the JWTs, I don't want to do that. Change my mind. We're going to PEMs equals a list, and here PEMs dot append PEMs public key, and we're going to do the same here. And then down here, we're going to return PEMs. All right. Now we should get the PEMs here. Log.info PEMs. Why I want the PEM is because then we can modify the JWT in this script and have the ability to re-sign it with the PEM. So we need to give this just a second. If once we, okay, so let's, for PEM in PEMs, I'm going to start writing the code that we would need. We want to do sig equals JWT dot, looks like it worked, log.info. Yes, it did work. We did get the PEMs. They're bytes encoded. That's cool. No worries there. JWT. So we're going to do for each one. And there's 4. Does that make sense? JWT.sign. Let's look at our utils JWT and look for sign. Here we go. We need to provide it with the secret, and that should be text. So we're going to solve it pem.decode. We're going to sign it like that. Create the signature. Do I not have, I don't even import from utils.jwt import JWT. We need to create, we'll pick one of these. We'll pick JWT 0. And somewhere here, we're going to initialize, so JWT equals JWT dot, or JWT with JWT 0. That will initialize it. Now we're going to assign it, create the PEM, or assign it with the PEM, create a signature, and then we want to encode it. So JWT.encode. And here's the encode, and we're going to use that signature. So sig equals sig. JWTs equals, let's create a list. JWTs.append this. And then we're going to log.info JWTs. Sweet. So what I expect to see as the output is a list of JWTs that we can then try one by one to see if we get a 200 response. If we get a 200, we know that we correctly signed it and we're 200 while visiting the My Account page. So if we get a 200 while visiting that, we know that the server accepted our JWT. Whichever one that did, we're going to use that. Oh, I need to know the signature. So I need to return sig equals JWTs equals, let's return a tuple. The first one will be the signature. The second one will be somehow the sig. Yeah, like that. All right. I don't know what we did in this last one, but that will return a tuple with the encoded JWT first and then signature that used to decode it, right? And then here we're going to do for JWT sig in JWTs, we're going to do blog.getResponse, blog.myAccount cookies equals, I should define right here, cookies equals cookies session, no, cookies equals, we're going to create a dictionary session, and then we're going to put the JWT as that. We're going to use that here, but I also want to do allow redirects equals false. I don't, if we get a 302, I don't want it to follow that. This should be an underscore. We're going to save the response, and we're going to do if response.status code equals 200 log.info found sig. So if we get a 200 response, we know that we've found the right signature. And what the heck is wrong with this? Oh, I need 2 equals. All right, let's run that. Once we found the sig, we just need to modify the JWT to how it to be administrator, re-sign it, submit it, and solve the lab. So we're super close on this one. Let's start writing that. Let's sig equals none. No. We want the sig. Terrible at names. None. If the sig equals sig, and then we want to break, right? We don't want to continue doing it. Uh-oh. No, we got it on the first go. Why was CDG? Should have been the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one had 6. But I don't see... Oh, because we re-signed it. I just want to make sure this first one... Why didn't I get... That's not the same. It's not the same... Look, it's not the same session token we get here. Oh, damn it. It is the same one there. Crap. So none of these worked. Why didn't they work? That signature looks wrong. This is what it has. Are we sig pem.decode? Where do we log this? What's this? Log.info PEMS. For PEM in PEMS. JWT sign. JWT sign returns the pen, the signature. Returns the signature. And then we're encoding it, JWTS. Huh. What's the error here? Print the sig. All right, I don't know what's going on. None of those worked. Which is going to make it very hard to troubleshoot because we use that. Where is the problem, right? Is the problem when we convert the signature? Or is the problem in like calculating the PEM file? I want to say it's in my code because it would be tough to think that they put out code that didn't work. Problem is, I did change things in this code. None. Why are my signatures so much shorter? I'm doing something wrong. Think about this. PEM. So we're just going to do a single one. We're going to log some debug stuff. So log.debug PEM. Let's do F quote PEM equals there. And then here, we're going to do the sig. JWT for JWT encode. What does JWT encode return? It returns the whole thing. Okay. Let's start with that. This is going to be frustrating because this script takes so long to run. It's going to be hard to debug it. But let's make sure we're actually have the PEM in this spot. And then when we sign it, we're decoding it here because it's a bytes here. So we're decoding it to sign it. Sign returns the signature. We're using the PEM as a secret. Sign returns the signature. Okay. So sig equals PEM equals sig equals this. Let's back up. So to this, PEB equals this. JWT.sign PEM.decode. Let's PEM equals PEM.decode here. Let me run this so it can be running. And then sig equals that, which looks fine. It looks short though. Let's see. Sig equals that. So then we use the signature to encode the JWT. So that means JWTs will have a tuple of encoded and then the sig. JWT encode. Oh no, we want encode right here. Okay. PEM equals. Why? Oh, probably because it's log. If I print it, print PEM, I expect it to be properly formatted. What's wrong with this? Does that PEM look like? All right. Its signature was so long because it was signed with RS-256. Now that we're using HMAC, it makes sense that it's shorter. For JWT, we're sending the JWT and SIG. Get response. Oh, we don't want the SIG, right? Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, so this looks properly form. Wait, what? Oh, because this is the print. It looks very small. Hey, this is me from a few hours later. Uh, so I figured out what you're going to see is that I ran into an issue and then did some janky stuff. I finally figured out what the problem was, and it was that I was decoding the PEMs I received as UTF-8. Had I decoded them as ASCII or replaced the string \n with the carriage return, then it would have worked. And we can see that. Let me show you. So right here we don't have it solved, and I'm logged in as well. Whatever. I'm not logged in. And then I'm gonna run this script against it, and you're going to see that it solves it. So let me run that. And it's going to take a minute to figure this out. And that's what it boiled down to. The JWT forgery, I don't know why I need to decode it as ASCII, but once I did, I was able to use that PEM that's returned to sign the JWT and push that. And when I say PEM, we're going to receive multiple PEMs. One of those is the PEM, and it will work. Log me in as administrator. Here's where I modify the JWT to make me administrator, and then I encode, put it back together, and use the SIG, which is the PEM. So here we go. Boom. Lab is solved. Very cool. Yeah, so this is the fix for all the janky stuff I'm about to do. Dang it. Let's try this. Let's try running. Let's download JWT Forgery without any modifications. So RSA sign, standalone, this. I'm going to raw, grab this, go here. I'm going to wget -o forgery original.py. I think it's -O. Yeah. And now let's do Python JWT forger. Oh, crap. We need to run a different virtual environment. So let's create another one. So I'm going to deactivate the one I have, and I'm going to make a new one. Make cd JWT test, and then I'm going to do Python -m venv .env. I forgot. I think I normally like it .vnv. Yeah. So let me rm-rf.env. All right. Now we've got the Ven, so I'm going to do Seba, which is my shortcut for source environment bin activate. You can see that the virtual environment is now there, and then we'll go to. Doesn't do. Do they have? There we go, requirements.txt. So we're going to use that. We're going to pip install -r. We need to grab that file first though. 5. So if you're not familiar, what this is it gives the packages needed and the version of each package. Pip install -r requirements. Dang it. wget that. Now pip install -r requirements. Once this is installed, it uses PyCrypto and not CryptoDome. Interesting. I don't know if that's the issue. All right. Now that we've got that, we need the CP JWT slash JWT forgery to here. We also need those files. So CP JWT underscore forgery. No. The PKCS1 and I think I can do like this, right? Curly brace, comma, x509.asn to here. Yeah. Sweet. Now, if we grab 2 cookies, which we should have in our logs, of course, our logs are way up there. So let's comment all of this. Write that. Let's open up another browser window. And in this one, we're going to cd jwt seba python. Oh, no. Seba cd jwt. We're going to Python JWT authentication via algorithm underscore with no. We're going to take this, this 3-d, that. We're going to run it. This will print out 2 JWTs, and then we're going to use that as input to the forgery one. So Python JWT forgery original. We're going to give it this one. Paste. And this one. Paste. Damn it. Well, I'm not going to figure that out. Is it because of my Python version, you think? How old is this freaking... March 7th? It's not terribly old. Yeah. test scripts. There's a Docker file. .38 pip gumpy2. We could try this. Let's try that. Pip3 install dash. So I'm gonna raw let's just wget this one again. 3. I want it here. Wget this Docker dash. What do I want? Docker. Let's arrow up. How did I? Docker run dash rm dash it. Do I want to name it? I need to build it first, right? I can't just run it. Build. And how do I name it? Docker build. Tag it. That's what I want. T. What is this? JWT forgery. And then we're going to run. Oh my gosh. Thank you all so much for the follows. I got a couple of new ones I didn't see. Subi, thanks so much. Miami Oiler. Awesome. Thank you all for following. This lab has been a journey. I'm not going to lie. So as soon as this gets finished, we're going to run it. I didn't pay attention to so it doesn't have like a command. All right, that's fine. Where does it put the stuff? Workdir/app. This lab's taking a minute. All right, finally we build it. So we're gonna do Docker run --rm -it, and we're gonna do JWT forgery. Boom, we're in. Now we're gonna do Python original, and we're gonna give it this. Paste. This. Paste. Oh, crap. Stupid. Stupid. Damn it. I want to go there. Does homework? Oh, thank goodness. Python 3. At least we didn't get an error. This is to figure out if it's something I did that made this not work. What we're going to do is we're going to take each of the output from this, send it. I better make sure I send another request just to make sure this is still live and stays alive. We're going to take each JWT that it outputs. We're going to paste it over there and see if any of them get a 200 response. If they do, it means that I did something wrong. Okay. So we got two options. Let's send the latest to repeater. Replace this. I don't know what I hope for more. Dang it, we got a 200. So it was something I did wrong. Or it could have been like Pi Crypto instead of Pi Crypto Dome. Shoot. All right. So how do we do this in a script? This is going to be super janky. I apologize right now. But I'm going to run this without IT and paste this. And space, paste this. Copy, paste. Docker failed to create shim. Unable to start container process exec. But that's okay because you returned. Oh. Does this mean I need like quotes? Home. What? Home. Damn it. Let me copy this into like Kate. For. Oh, I know what it is. Damn it. Yeah, let's copy it into Kate. Because what I forgot was to run the freaking RMJ Python 3 app /JWT underscore forgery.py with these two as inputs. I need to make sure I have a space. Let's try running this. See if that works. So here's my idea. Can open does it need to be in quotes? Like all of this? What I plan to do that I think is kind of janky is if this works, God, how in the crap Docker run command. Run options, image, command. Arguments. That's what I'm doing. Docker run, JWT forgery, error process response. Failed to create shim tasks to start container process. All right, let's Vim. We'll change the freaking Docker file. We're gonna give it a. Should we give it a command or a Docker? What is the other one? File entry point. That's what it is. Let's do. I think entry point. Let's do form exec form, which is the preferred shell form. Run an executable. Yeah, this is what we want. Except I want it to accept what we give it as arguments. Will that work? Or do I need like the command? I may need command for that. This one. abstraction has 3 forms: exec form, default. They must purpose is provide defaults for an executing. Does entry? We're gonna try entry point. If somebody knows, please let me know. Entry point. We're gonna do this Python 3 and what was I trying to run? Oh yeah. JWT original. What was it? Damn it. ls JWT underscore test. So it is called JWT underscore forgery underscore orig dot py. Okay, let's remove that. Let's rebuild this. And then we will run it with just the 2 arguments. That's what I hope. I hope when I run it with the 2 arguments, it'll just automatically. And what I want, if I can get this running off the command line, then I'm going to just run that in Python, right? So, dang it. Home. Home. Why won't you go home? Python run rm JWT. This, I want to delete here to here. Do I want quotes? Yeah, we'll quote each one though separately. And we'll put a quote here, double quote there. This is what I want to be able to run. If I can run this and get output, I'll do like I'll run it from the Python script. Hey, looks like it may be running. We're not getting any output. Do I need -IT? I think I need -IT. Awesome. Docker ls Docker ps container yeah, see, this is what I wanted to see. Dang it, home. Why won't home work? 4. And I keep trying it. Like suddenly, IT, it's going to start working. Copy. 3, Control C, paste. There we go. So now we're getting the output. So I imagine I'll run this command, this from Python, and then regex the output so that I can solve it all in Python. Again, super janky until I can figure out. I'll probably try to figure out how to get JWT forgery updated and working with PyCryptoDome and you know. But this is a stopgap so I can end the video and still call it a win. So we want to extract I'm looking at the output and trying to find what's different. If we start with an EY capital J and get to the end of the line. All right, let's try this. We have sys. So we're going to do sys dot. How are we going to do this? We can do subprocess Python run bash command. But we want to use. This one's purple. I must have visited it before. OS system, but we want shell equals true, right? We can do this one. Let's do this one. Subprocess. All right. So close your eyes. Import subprocess. I feel bad I'm doing it like such a janky way, but listen, if it works, is it all that janky? I'm just kidding. It really, really is. Here, subprocess run. We want Docker. Run --rm -it JWT underscore forgery. Boom. And then we want JWT 0, JWT 1. We want shell equals true, and we want to capture the output. And I don't think this will do it by default. We need to do, let's look at standard out, subprocess pipe. That's what we want. And we'll put text equals true. What is text? Returns, yeah. That was great. Good job. Subprocess, text equals true. Subprocess dot pipe. Oh, wait, what? Gosh, dang it. Subprocess dot pipe. It was std out, right? 5. Std out, yeah. Std out equals subprocess dot pipe, and then we want text equals true. Why is this called list files? This is results. Print results. All right. Let's see if results have we should definitely what? All right, let's go Python sub process. This f standard out equals pipe. Oh, is it all caps? That's what I did wrong, I'm sure. Word pipe. And let's log something here. So log.info running Docker. This will take a minute. Oh, no, not that one. That one. Let's move these. Let's move this one here. Yeah, that's the order I want. Hey. No. What did I do wrong? A self, what? Docker, wow. Docker run RMIT JWT format. Why didn't that work? Docker run. Docker run RMIT. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. Command equals F docker run dash dash rm dash it JWT underscore for jury. And then I'm going to do backslash single quote JWT 0 single quote backslash double quote JWT 1 there and I can just do command here. CMD. It's a little frustrating. Running Docker. Hey, it didn't error that time. Docker ps-a. It's running. Now, once we get the results, we'll just extract those using regex, I hope. As long as the results are in a format that we can read. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Gosh, dang it. Because I'm an idiot, I didn't do the standard out. I didn't do, I think it needs like results dot standard out. Ooh, that looks right. Where does it start? Yeah, results dot standard out. Print results dot standard out, like that. Okay, standard out is text. So now we're going to build our regex. Our regex is going to be, let's see. Hey, Weiss, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. I should stop saying that the way I am. Hey, Weiss, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. That's better. Sorry. All right. Standard out. Our regex is going to be pattern equals double quote. We're going to start the line with EYJ dot asterisk question mark dot asterisk. Yeah, why don't we just do that? Pattern equals, and then we'll select multiple. I already have this I think will work because let's take this standard out. So between this quote and here, we're going to copy this. And we're going to go to regex 101. Regex 101. We're going to choose Python. I'm going to paste that. And the regex I just put was starting. Oh. Should I treat these? I should probably, instead of Okay. I know I started like that sentence 5 times, but didn't spit it out. /n. You think I should do it like that? Instead of starting EYJ dot asterisk align. So why didn't it match right here? Dot asterisk. Why do we have no matches? F is wrong with this program. It's definitely a program and not me. So match /n. We get 0 matches. Let's match that. There we go. So I needed to escape it. So it's not viewing it, at least in here, as a actual new line character. It's viewing it as text. I don't know which is going to be yet. And then EYJ dot asterisk /n. We want to put this in a capture group. That should mean, and we want it to be non-greedy. And then we want to match multiple. Sweet, that will get it. All right, let's see how this script did. Looks like we got it working. So we want /n. What do you think? N. We'll do the capture group. Question mark here, N. Make sure that the last one, does end in here. Begins and ends with that. Pattern. Let's look up how I do a multiple select. That's in site. Extract multiple. Right there. So we'll do extract multiple pattern blog.extract multiple, and that requires pattern and then text. So the pattern and then text will be the results.standard out. Res equals print res. All right. What's the problem here? Assigned but never used. It will be. We're getting super close. No, it won't be, actually. We can... All right, so we're running the Docker. What I hope is res is a list of however many of these that get returned, and it's just the JWT. But we want the damn signature. That's what we want. We don't want the... Well, this is a good proof of concept, I guess. We want the signature. Tampered JWT. Written to... We'll read that PIM file. Ooh. I don't know. Let's take a minute. We got 2. Just like we wanted. Okay, now let's do blog.get response blog.base my account cookies equals. So we're going to do for what is it? JWT for, yeah, JWT in res cookies equal session JWT. If we get a 200 blog resp equals from this, allow redirects equals false. If resp dot status code equals 200 log dot info, we found the cookie. But the problem is this isn't going to solve it, right? Even if we do find the cookie, let's just run this and we can talk through it. Is because we haven't changed the user from Wiener, which it currently is, to administrator, which we want it. In order to do that, we need to modify this and then re-sign it. Oh, should we? Again, janky. But it'll get this over faster. If I go to JWT test and open this and then modify where does this forge Mac, where does this tamper replace, we can do this. Hey, look, we found the cookie. That worked. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to base 64 encode alg.replace. We want, oh, suck. Where does al, dang it. We want parts decode. What is JWT 0? Encode. So it's splitting by periods. Parts. Message is joining the two parts. So it's getting this one, alg. Okay. Right here, we're going to do body equals B64 URL decode JWT 0 parts 1 dot decode UTF-8. So we're just decoding the body, and then we're going to tamper it. Body tampered equals B64 URL encode body dot replace B Wiener comma B administrator dot replace. We don't need any more. And then here, we're gonna do alg replace. We're gonna do body dot tampered. Wait, no. When we rebuild it, JWT parts. The hell? How does it? Where does it get alg? What does it use alg tampered? Right here. This is what we're going to do. Sorry. Let me undo everything I just changed. There. Right here. Payload sub equals administrator. There we go. That's the only change I wanted. Now, when we're going through this one, we found the cookie. So all we need is, I'm going to put we're going to try to solve it right here. The cookie equals none. The cookie equals JWT. And then we're going to go here and copy this. Paste that there. Except for cookies. Cookies equals dictionary session cookie. The cookie. All right. So if we find the one that gives a 200 without a redirect, then we're going to set that as the cookie. We're going to use that as the cookie to get the admin page, delete Carlos, and then solve it. Whew. So just to show you, not solved, right? We're not even logged in. And then let's run the script and hope and cross our fingers that after this freaking gauntlet and our janky code that somehow still works, we've solved this. Oh, crap. I am dumb. So what I forgot to do was I forgot to rebuild it. Docker build. I need to rebuild it because I changed that script. So this one is going to fail. So as soon as it exits, we can run it again with a new Docker container. Yeah. Okay. We're going to run it. That should use the latest. So we'll take just a minute. This one was tough. I want to take some time and make this JWT forgery actually work as part of my JWT class. I think that'll make it more useful. But this is the last JWT lab, which is cool. If we solve it right now, we'll be done with JWT. Out of water. Found the cookie. Getting us. Yes! We solved it. Ooh. That was rough. All right, let's do a quick summary of what happened. It was a algorithm confusion vulnerability with but there was no public key that we could grab from the server. So we needed to get two JWTs, and then using the properties of RSA and this script, we could obtain possible public keys from the two JWTs. Once we had that, one that worked, we did perform the algorithm confusion. And if you want to know more about that, check the last video. Once we did the algorithm confusion attack with the public key that we were able to obtain through the properties of RSA and this JWT forgery, we used that to sign the JWT by changing the JWT we signed. We changed the user from Wiener to administrator, signed it, sent that in. The server accepted it. We were then logged in as administrator, was able to delete Carlos, and finally solve the lab. Sweet. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.